Okay, mathematicians, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing something that's not exactly a number sense routine, but we're going to practice using our knowledge of tens to make a number bigger or to make a number smaller. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a random number, and I want you to practice thinking what would be 10 more or what would be 10 less. You think you can do that? Great. So ready for your first random number? 3, 2, 1. Think in your head. Ready? Don't shout it out yet. Just think in your head. What number do you see? And think in your head first. What would be 10 more and what would be 10 less? Okay? So if we look at our 11, let's think. What would be 10 more and what would be 10 less? Here. There we go. So 10 more. If we were using our knowledge of counting by tens, because we've done that a lot in first grade, then adding 10 more, well, that would lead us to what? 21. And if we were taking 10 away from that 11, if we were taking 10 away, well, if you didn't know that right away in your head, you could always use your fingers to solve it. What would it be? Taking 10 away from 11. Ready? So 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. What would be the last one if you took 10 away? 1. Did you see how we did that, mathematician? So we found out what was 10 more and 10 less. Are you ready to do the next one? Okay, great. So let's see and do the next number. So now we're going to do the number 13. And now we're going to think about first what would be 10 more and what would be 10 less. Ready? Give you a few seconds to think. Some of you might be able to do this really quickly. That's great, but if you're someone that needs more time, go ahead and use that time. Okay, so all together, because I know you're doing this at home with me, what would be 10 more, mathematicians? 20 what? 23. Great work. And then what would be 10 less? Think. What would be 10 less? Well, if you're someone who saw that 13 and you maybe broke it apart into 10 and 3, you might have just taken that 10 away and then saw you had 3 remaining, which would be your answer. That would be 10 less. Okay, let's do a few more. Ready? Okay, let's do the next one. So again, think. What would be 10 more? And what would be 10 less? Think. I'm hoping it's getting easier with each number that I show you. So what would be 10 more, mathematicians? That's right, 25. And so what would be 10 less? Think, if you're using the same strategy from up here, and you took that 10 away, then how many would be left? 5. Great job. And now, let's see how many more we can fit. 17. Think, what would be 10 more? And what would be 10 less? Okay, mathematicians, what would be 10 more? 27. And what would be 10 less? Good job. 7. Great. So here's my next challenge to you. I'm going to give you 1 minute. 1 minute, and I'm going to show a timer on here of 1 minute and 1 second actually, to try and show a number sentence for each one of these. So a number sentence for 11 and 10 more that leads to 21. 11 and 10 less leads to 1. For each one of these, I want to see if you can come up with a number sentence to represent each one. Are you ready? It's a big challenge. I'm going to give a few more seconds to get a paper and a pencil together. 3. Few more seconds. Okay. Get your pencil and paper out. 2 and 1. Okay, stop. Okay, so let's see if you were able to do it. And again, this is something we haven't done before in my class, and I don't think in either of the Mrs. Correa's classes you've done this before, but we need more experience writing number sentence, so I thought that we would do this kind of practice together. So let's see how you did. So for the first one, if you were able to do it, your number sentences might look something like this, where if you took that 11 and you added 10 more, then you would get 21. And if you took away 10, then it would look something like this. Check your thinking. Did you write it a different way? Did some of you maybe write it backwards, where you started with your total and then had the rest of your number sentence? Maybe something like this. If you did, great. If you didn't, then that's okay too. So let's see how maybe some of you wrote the next group of number sentences. Maybe for 10 more, you added it like this, with 13 plus 10 leads to 23. For 10 less, you might have written 13 take away 10 leads to 3. For the next one, your number sentences might actually look something like this, where you have 15 plus 10 leads to 25. And if you had 10 less, then your number sentence might be represented on your paper as 15 take away 10 leads to 5. And then for the last one, let's see if we can do it together, because maybe some of you didn't get to that. So let's do that together. Ready? So for 17, let's see, if you added 10 to 17, oh wait, it wouldn't be 17, no. What was the total, mathematicians? 27. But again, you can write it the other way as well, where you start with 17, add 10 more, and then get your total. Sometimes it is easier to write it this way, because if you don't know your total yet, this might be the best way to go. But if you already just figured out your total, you could probably start with it and then write out the rest of the numbers that you use to make that total. If you're someone who did that, give me a thumbs up. If you're someone who did it a different way, great job. Now let's see. If we had 17 and I asked you what was 10 less, 10 less, then that would lead to what? 7. Or that would be the same as 7. So, great job. Thank you with working. Sorry, I'm recording these videos at night, so sometimes Miss Juarez is a little tired. So, thank you for working with me today. I can't wait to work with you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.